Hello there and welcome to another tutorial from AKCP. Today we're going to be having a look at adding a map and adding sensors to maps inside of securityServer. So let's jump right in and get started. You can see that I've already added, I've already opened the program. We have our desktop window, workspace window, server explorer window, and as usual our help window. Now the first thing we need to focus on is the server explorer window. If we click the sensors tab, you'll see that we already have a unit added. Now before we add sensors to the map, obviously we need a map to add those sensors to. So let's go forward 2 tabs to the Maps tab and click. Now here, this is where we need to add our map, and you can do that one of 2 ways. You can simply right click in the white space and you'll see Add Map appears, or we can go to Options, Add Map, and we'll click there. And instantly, as soon as we do that, we have a new window that opens, and from that window what we need to do is select a file, and you can select either JPEG, GIF or BMP, maximum size of 512 KB. So let's click Browse. And let's change this to BMP, as that's what my file is, and here you can see my map image. So let's select that and click Open. Okay, so now it's selected, let's go ahead and click Next, and here we can rename the map. So let's rename this Office Map and click Finish. Okay, so now the map has been uploaded into securityServer, and we've got a desktop and it's just called Desktop. So let's just rename that maps by right clicking on Desktop in the workspace window and click Rename, and we'll just name that Map and click off. So now we have our desktop name map with our office map in there. And by dragging the bottom right hand corner, we can actually resize the map to bring it up a little bit closer. I've not used the most high resolution image, but I'm sure if you choose to do that it would look a little bit better. So a map by itself is not very interesting. We need to add some sensor data to this map. So let's go ahead and do that now. Let's go back over to the Server Explorer window, and we'll just navigate away from the Maps tab for a moment, and we'll go back to Sensors. And we'll twirl down the list from our security probe, so we get a list of all our sensors which are available. And let's go ahead and add the airflow sensor. So to do that, simply left click and drag, and you want to place this anywhere on your map that you want to. So let's just place this in the bathroom here, and let go, and there you go. We've now got our airflow sensor added. Now if we hover over this, you'll see that we get all our information displayed, which is the name, the type, the host, our current value and the current status. And you can see that it will change color depending on the high warning, high critical status of the sensor. So let's go ahead and add another sensor now, just so you can get a good idea of how this works. Let's go to Demo Rack Security, and we'll place the security onto the main door of the building. Okay. And if we scroll over that, you can see that it's a normal status at the moment. Now, once you've added a sensor on here, let's say you want to get rid of the sensor. Now, all you do to do that is you don't right click on the sensor in the window. We're going to go back to the workspace window, and you can see we have our map. This is our Maps desktop, our office map, and below the office map you can see these sensors that we've got added to that map. So let's get rid of the airflow sensor. So to do that, right click and then click Delete, and you can see that that sensor has now gone from the map. Now we can also do the same thing here, not just with sensors but also with cameras. So let's go ahead and add a camera to the map. We're going to navigate back down to the Server Explorer window, click the Cameras tab, and we'll click the first camera here which we've got connected, which is the PTDC, and we're going to again left click and drag, and let's just place this into one of the main rooms here. Let's place it right there. So now we've got our camera added, and you can see the camera has been added in the workspace window. Now you'll also find this is a really nice touch. If you hover over it, you get to see the live video feeds from that particular camera. Very, very nice touch. It also tells you the name of the camera and of course the IP that that camera is connected to. And that's all there is to it. If you want to remove the camera, then you do exactly the same thing as you did with the sensor. Simply go back up to the workspace window, right click and hit delete. And there you go. If you want to add more maps, then simply repeat the process that you did before. You'd go back to the Maps tab, Options, Add a Map, and then go through the process again. And you can have multiple maps displayed within this desktop, which makes it a very, very useful tool to have for a multi-site location or a large building with lots of rooms that you'd like to monitor. So I hope you found this tutorial helpful.